Hi guys, FrostFangs here and welcome back once again, of course, to another Paladins video. I'm gonna be playing some Lian today, a character who got changed kind of recently, and I didn't actually cover the change on the PTS, and I haven't covered it yet. This is the only thing out of 2.05 that I actually haven't covered yet, so this is gonna be what we're doing today. And I guess that this was their attempt of dealing with Lian being a little bit too good, because in the past couple patches he's been, in my opinion at least, overperforming, and you guys seem to agree with me. Lian has been considered like one of the most overpowered characters for a little while now. I don't know if she's still overpowered with this change because I haven't really played it very much, but I know that beforehand she could deal a hell of a lot of damage really easily, and that's what they've tried to tackle. So what they actually did was change two cards, and that is Heraldry, which was rocked in every single loadout based around the thing we're covering, which is her Q. They've made it so that at max level it's now 5 seconds instead of 7.5, so it now scales at 1 second every level instead of 1.25, so it's technically 33% worse, gone from 7.5 to 5. It's lost 2.5 seconds, and with cooldown reset, not going to make much of a difference when you hit two people, because the cooldown of the ability is 11 seconds, but if you are hitting one person, that is 2.5 seconds extra. You're going to have to wait to use your Q again, and they also changed Shining Topaz by a really small amount. Now every level that gives you 0.4 seconds of reduction instead of 0.5. So at max level it's going to give you 2 instead of 2.5. And it's going to be more of a first impressions thing, but I have been playing this patch long enough now to kind of realize what it's done and to see the effects it's kind of had. Lian is still picked basically the same amount. I still see her really often, and her burst is unaffected because you still deal the same damage. So the problem with Lian, which was her burst, is still going on. That hasn't been changed whatsoever. Lian is still mad bursty and can burst your entire health bar down really quickly, but what the change has done, and quite obviously it has made it so that you're unable to do that burst as often. You're still hitting somebody for a crazy amount of damage, you're just not able to do it as much, and you can't get the reset as easily. I'm not sure if they're going to pull this back more, if they're going to push it back up. I'd love to hear what you guys think they should do and what you think they're actually going to do, those two separate things, because I think they're going to probably pull it down a little bit more or leave it as is. I don't see them pushing this back up because of how many people really hate going against Lian, me included. She's one of those characters that when played well is a pain in the ass. We've got Siege Fish Market as the map. We've got a Genos, a Charlene, a Koa, and Andro up against a Maeve, another Andro, Nando, Strix, Damba. Kind of similar teams here. The support on yesterday's video was mental. I did like the easiest champions to play where we played like Ashe and Vivian, or like low skilled champions. You guys received that video incredibly well, and I got a bunch of really good suggestions. They've all been added to the list. I've got more videos in that similar sort of vein that I want to do because, again, you guys really seem to enjoy it, and it was a lot of fun for me to make, but they are probably going to be a little bit longer than the usual ones. I try to make the usual ones between like 10-20 minutes long, but those are probably going to be 20 to 30 because I end up having a lot more stuff that I want to talk about. So I just want to give you guys a thank you, and just so you know that more of them are going to be coming up. So let's go ahead and grab Eminence. This should be a pretty good pick here. It's usually the best pick for Lian. I don't really know where you'd go for the other two in most situations. And for loadout, I have one that has more reset and one that has a little bit of extra healing. They have Heraldry, Inheritance, and Shining Topaz, and this one has it a little bit higher, but you lose some points on the heal. So I don't really feel like I'm going to need the heal here all that much because they're probably going to get Cauterized to deal with Genos. So I feel like I'm better off going for more reset in this situation. So let's go for that. And then I guess I'll be the one to get Rekka, unless Charlene wants to do it. Yeah, they've got a lot of Cauterized. The heal doesn't make sense to me. We'll just go max reset. Charlene has gone for court, so I guess I will be Rekka boy today, or Rekka gal. I suppose we're using the elf skin for Lian. I have no idea what this one's even called, but that's the one we're rolling with. Hello, Strix. What's popping, my guy? There is the burst potential. There's a Q on you. I missed so many hits there. Jesus Christ. I'm going to be trying to focus the Strix down a little bit, which is probably the wrong thing. I shouldn't be doing that, but I really hate dealing with Strix, so I feel like I should be the person to do it, even though Andro is way better suited to it. I feel like we can do a pretty good job as long as I land my Q, or I guess I could put pressure on the point as well. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. 2 kills. There's a Q for him. Oh, he'd be gone if I landed it. Doesn't matter. Charlene's there to recover it for me. Strix is somewhere on the left. Oh no, he killed our Andro. Where's this Strix at? I don't know where he is because he's invis. Oh, there he is. Let's go ahead and jump down and finish him off. Nice. What a free kill. All of our abilities are still instantly back up. If I land the Q and get a kill, I still get my entire kit back up. Oh my god, I missed that by like an inch. God damn it. There we go. That was a really skillful ability play right there. You see me hit F and get rid of that Andro. You see how much skill that required? It was so much. Hello, Maeve. Oh, no. Thank you for the heal. Genos also damage buffs me, which is really nice. Hello, my boy Fernando. Let's land hits on you. I'm going to F this way. I'm going to ult, actually. Let's get rid of Strix, and we also hit the Maeve in the face. I'm actually going to try and use my ult as much as possible in today's video, just because I'm usually really conservative with it, and I don't feel like I should be doing that, considering we get 50% of it back if I get a kill. I probably should have practiced this a little little bit more than I have because I'm a little bit rusty, but I'm just trying to do at least semi-decent. Oh, she's gone. Just about landed there. Hello, Strix. There's 1200 for you. Jesus Christ, the damage we have on that at this range is insane with the Genos buff. 1300. That's insanity on an ability that has very, very little cooldown once you include everything we've got in our kit. There's another Q for him. When we land a hit, it's still 6 seconds, but if I get a kill or an elimination, then it's just basically completely back. Let's get rid of the Damber. There we go. Nice. What's poppin'? Maeve. Oh, she's so low. I need to retreat a little bit and make sure our Genos doesn't die really stupidly to this Andro because nobody else is paying that much attention to him. Oh, hello, Andro. What's poppin'? There's some hits for you. Fish Market, man, is one of my least favorite maps. I genuinely don't enjoy playing many characters on this, and Lian, for me, is somebody who's awkward enough as it is, usually, let alone playing on a map that I dislike. Hello, Maeve. I'm going to try and burst you down. I'm not sure exactly why Charlene just said, really, Lian, in the lobby? I'm not really sure what the Charlene's mad at me for. I know I haven't played great this game, but I also haven't played terribly. I've still landed a decent amount of hits on people and dealt some good damage. Oh, there we go. Defense failed. None of us were able to get to the point in time, but there's like 1,000 damage to make my stats look a little bit better, I guess. I'd say that so far, the only time you're really going to notice the increased cooldown they've added to your Q and stuff, or I guess the reduced reset would be the better way to word it. The only time you're going to notice it is when you don't get an elim or a kill. That's when you're going to actually feel it because you're not getting that 50% from the cards. Let's just go through his shield, taking me a little bit longer than I'd like, but he is gone. There's a Q for him. That is Maeve. Oh my god, this is a pain. I hate going against Maeves like this. I feel like I should be focusing the people who've got less health there. I'm probably going to do better off that way. There's some hits for you. Oh, come on. Playing at this range sucks, but there's a hit for you. Again, not able to goddamn land those last couple shots to actually get him out. That is the Strix firing back at me. Need to hide behind the tree real quick. It's really hard to actually get rid of any of these guys right now. I've got Cauterized 2, but I don't have Cauterized 3, so they're still healing up a decent amount. Let's just land some more hits. There's a Q for you. He's so goddamn low. I've hit him with that ability so many times. Enemies on left. Andro's gone that way, so I need to call that out and make sure we can avoid him a little bit. Let's land a Q on you. There we go. They're all so low. Andro is behind. He's going for an ult play. Can we finish him off? He's gone. Nice. They're actually making this push, though, and it's 3-0 right now. So if they push this, it's going to be GG. There's a Q for you. There's an F. There's a right click. Nice. I'm actually the only person alive right now. Genos is up. I'm against this Maeve, who I can't see, so I'm just going to fire that into there. Might as well throw an ult because this game looks like it's going to be over. I don't know if we're going to be able to hold this, actually. I will say I haven't played great, but I also haven't played terribly. I've been playing okay so far this match, but it's just not really clicking for us as a team right now. Who is he even contesting against? Oh, he's still there. Just keeping an eye on that payload, making sure nobody goes around to get like a cheeky push on it because it's really, really close. There's the F. There's a Q for him. He's gone. Nice. Finally actually got a kill with it. Let's get a hit on the Maeve as well. She's so low. And again, I'm not able to finish off the goddamn combo. I get so close to doing it every single time, but never actually finish it off. There goes Mardamba. Defense successful. Nice. 1-3. We live to actually fight another round. I wonder why they've gone for so much Illuminate just to counter the Charlene. That seems a little bit excessive. I guess all 3 of those damages and flankers want to get rid of him. Sure. We have a lot of core. I'm the only person with Rekka, which is a shame. Let's get rid of this Maeve, maybe? Oh, she's so low. Can I just land one more hit? I'm so inaccurate. Why do I stress myself out so much? I don't know why I stress so much when I'm like nearly able to finish somebody off after landing the combo. I just keep goofing at the last second. That Maeve is so low. There we go. Landed it with the right click somehow. Not sure how that was even in range. Andro has just ulted over at the top. That is Nando ulting as well. I'm going to hit into him just to see if we can get down through his health. I think we've got a chance here. There's the ult. Nice. We got rid of Damber. There's a kill on you as well. I can't see where that Maeve is, so I'm just going to fire into the darkness. I'm hearing daggers in directions and I'm firing. There we go. Actually regained the point. Andro is somewhere here on the left, I think, fighting our Andro. No, mind, he won. Okay. We've actually regained it. There's a Q for you. Oh, if I get a hit again, I'm dead. That's the thing that keeps happening against that goddamn Strix. If he hits me more than once, I'm a goner. Like, my Q firing back at him is like the equivalent of one of his shots. It's really, really annoying that I can't do more damage at range other than my Q. Hello, Andro. There's some shots for you. There's my F. There's a Q back there. Oh, they're all so low. I was really hoping my Q would come back up. Before the nerf, I actually would have got my Q instantly back up there, but because of that 2.5 seconds, it wasn't enough. It went on like a 2-second cooldown just about. That really sucked. I'm going to get Haven as my next thing. I don't really need more Rekka. I want to get Haven. I really want to try and get rid of that Strix, but my Q's not up, so there's not a chance I'm going to be able to win. There's some hits for you guys. Finally got rid of the Maeve with a semi-decent play. Holy shit, actually happened. There's my F. There's my Q. There's a Q to him. There we go. Oh my god, I'm low. I'm real low. I'm on like 300 health. Thank you for the heals, Genos. I massively appreciate that, my guy. F this way. There's a Q down there. That didn't hit anybody. Guess we're going to try and push through now. I'm out of combat, so I'm healing up a little bit. Or I thought I was. For some reason, it didn't actually put me out of combat. And my Q also didn't hit there. I have no idea what just happened. Genos just said, just realized FrostFangs is in our team. Big ups, my boy Itchy Roy's. Not sure if that's how you say that, but shout outs to him. Carry us, bruh. Sean said he needs to carry himself. Indeed, I do. I need to actually play decently because I've not been doing great so far this game. And Genos also just showed some love, so shout outs to him. I feel bad when people recognize when I play really awkwardly because I'm not playing great this game. I'm definitely not playing at a level where I'm able to carry anybody. I'm just playing kind of mediocre mediocre. Get some hits on that Strix. There we go. 1300 ain't too bad. Well, I literally just got double flanked and died within the space of a second. Maeve and Andrew both jumping you. We'll get rid of your health real quick. I don't have high hopes of pulling through with a win, but 3 of them did just die. Maeve, Andrew, and Strix all out. The other 2 guys are not an issue whatsoever, so I reckon we're actually going to get the cap here as long as we can go and dismount them relatively early. I'm going to go position myself on the right somewhere. Oh, damn, that Maeve gets rid of my health really stupidly quick, actually. There's a Q for you. Oh, he's low. Well, I got an assist. It is now Makoa V3. He's pulled out his ult. I reckon we will actually get this. Nando has pulled out his ult as well, which I didn't realize was up. I don't know how this is going to go. Makoa missed the hook. I think it's Genos and him. He's actually full health, so I don't know why he jumped off the point for a second there. Andro got rid of Andro. Objective captured. Nice. I have such little hope for this game because of how awkwardly I'm playing, but I think we do stand a chance. Hello, Strix. Again, there's 1200. I literally can't do anything against him other than occasionally firing back a shot that deals the same damage as his basic attack does. It's really, really quite annoying. I missed that one. Oh, there's 1300 for the Maeve. That nearly insta-killed. Jesus Christ. Her health was not high enough to be able to take a 1300 from me there. I don't think I'm actually going to have top damage, but I feel like I will have a decent amount. I hit 2 people there, and I actually didn't set... I hit 2 of them there. That actually didn't even fully reset my cooldown. That's kind of a shame. I thought it would do, but I guess not. It leaves you with like 1 second still on the thing. That sucks. So even if you 2-hit somebody, you can't insta-Q again. I feel like I'm giving you like the most bullshit excuse ever, but I genuinely feel like some of my hits are hitting their model, and it's just not giving me damage. I feel like that is the most bullshit excuse ever. And considering how strange this patch has been with all the stun delay and stuff, I could easily believe that there's some weird stuff going on with hit detection, because it does not feel normal right now. It's 1300 for the Strix. That should put him out of action for like a second or 2. There's hits for you. Another Maeve. Oh, I can't even tell where the hell anybody is. It's so hard to deal with that Maeve. Yeah, well, Maeve ulted, then Andro went after me. I do not see us holding this. That ain't gonna happen. He just used his ult, and all 4 of us are down. Yep, there we go. Overtime is over. We made a good push. We gave it a good effort. It's 3-3. I was hoping to do 2 matches in today's video, but it looks like that ain't gonna happen. I'm playing more awkwardly than I probably should be. I'm having quite a hard time right now dealing with the Maeve and the Andro. Strix is still annoying just because at range I can't do much damage other than my Q, which I am landing. I'll probably have a semi-decent damage stat, but I'm definitely not going to have a great one. I'm also noticing that lack of reset way more than I thought I would. When I hit 2 people, I still don't get the full reset because it's an 11-second ability. With this, usually you'd hit 2, you'd get 15 seconds, you could instantly Q again, but now unless you hit 3 people, you're not instantly getting the cooldown back like you were before, so it actually is having a significantly bigger impact than I thought it would. Even if it was 6 seconds at max level, you'd still get a full reset hitting 2 people, but now it's 10, you actually don't. Hit a Q on the Damber, there we go. Right click for you 3 guys. That is everybody going on that Genos at once. There's a Q for you, which didn't land. Right click over there. I got some good damage at least. It is now like 2v3, surprisingly close in that team fight there. Andro v Andro. Our Andro lost real heavy there. Really feel like I should apologize for the team considering I was like expected to carry, and I definitely have not done that this match. I deal like 100 damage at this range to that Strix. I can't do anything. I don't feel like we're even going to be able to get that trigger over time. No, we're not. Well deserved. They played better. I played really awkwardly that match, but I guess we'll see the stats. Maeve has top play, level 120 Maeve. That was not fun to go against, I'll tell you that much. I feel like I was being ulted for at least half of that game, but her top play is the one at the end. She ults. I then get killed by Andro. She gets a kill. She gets a kill on our Andro, she gets a kill on our Genos, and she gets a kill on Charlene, and then she also gets either a kill or assist on the Makoa. She played well, possibly the person who won them that game there. Well, if we take a look at the stats there, that definitely wasn't the worst I've ever done, but it also definitely wasn't the best there. And Makoa did pretty good playing the objective, 267 seconds, 73k damage is kind of low, but that's fine. And when we look at the stats, I really do kind of realize that I was not the reason we lost that. It wasn't just me who was playing awkwardly. I think the whole team was just really not clicking together. Charlene did alright, 130k, 1616, perfectly fine. Makoa's damage is kind of low, but it's alright. But then when you look at Andro, I could probably blame him for us losing that game there. 11 to 22, 54k damage is really rough. He was losing most of the fights that I saw him engage in. He wasn't flanking the Strix at all, as far as I know, because the Strix was alive for a lot of that game, and I always seem to end up having to go against him using my Q at a distance and then hiding away from him. He was barely ever down that match. I feel like if we had somebody on Andro who was maybe going after that Strix a little bit more instead of playing like kind of an off damage, we would have maybe had that game. Our Genos did pretty damn well, 181k, about the same as their Dambo, who has 192k. Their Maeve was a really good flanker, who was probably the decider there because we didn't have a great one, and they had a really good one. Their Strix is the only person who has more damage damage than me. He's on about the same level as me and Charlene there. Their Andro wasn't crazy good either, though. 22 to 12, 93k, and Fernando had 92k damage, which is quite high for a Fernando, and 13.9 as a stat. I would put that down to mainly the flanker not performing as good, me being a little bit more awkward than I needed to be. I feel like I would have felt a little bit less awkward if I wasn't always having to worry about the Strix that match, because I feel like most of my fights that game were with him, because Maeve and Andro did go on me a couple times, but I could usually deal with them as long as I wasn't being hit by somebody else as well. And the second thing which added to the awkwardness was the fact that Lian's change is actually more noticeable than I thought it was going to be. It's actually probably pulled her down a little bit from where she was. It still won't fix the main problem for the people who are really, really good with Lian. The people who are always landing their hits with her are still going to feel the exact same, really, because of the fact that that burst is still there. You're just a little bit more screwed if you miss, and even if you do hit, it doesn't feel as crazy as it did before. So for most people, the people who are average, slightly above average, and below good at Lian, then this is going to take quite a good hit on her, because that presence does not feel as up as it usually does, or at least that's from my short experience with it. I don't think this change is anywhere near big enough to make somebody pick Alacrity or Precision, so, and in my opinion, I feel like they could do with changing Eminence maybe a little bit downwards, or leaving it where it is, and then fiddling with her other two legendary cards, because these two never get play. As far as I'm concerned, I've never really seen these, and when they are picked, they're picked and not really played very well. That's at least from what I see in the game. Loadout is still the same, and when you do get that elim and you do get that kill, the reset is still there, but nerfing Heraldry made a really big difference, just because hitting the two people no longer gets you the full reset, and hitting one still leaves you with a lot of cooldown if you don't get a kill, and even if you do get a reset, it isn't instantly back up. You can no longer do that like double or triple Q that you were able to do before, which was really, really fun, and I enjoyed doing it, but they've made it so that's really, really quite hard to pull off, because you'd have to hit 3 people to do that. I thought they were just going to add like an internal timer to Heraldry so you couldn't do it more than 2 times, but now they've made it so that you can't even really do it once all that easily. I don't know, I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on this in the comment section though, because this is quite a big change, and Lian was one of those characters that was like called overpowered for a really, really long time. I don't know if she's still overpowered. I feel like this is actually done, I guess, what they wanted to do. It's kind of nerfed her a little bit. So yeah, definitely let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you want to see me do next. Leave a like if you have enjoyed the video. I will see you all very, very soon. And as always, stay frosty. Some would say that they nerfed Lian's Q, and others would say they nerfed her presence and it affected her presence. Ha, I promise future outtakes won't be puns, okay? Please hit like on the video, please.